Let me transition to the West for a second here because with the T-Wolves win, um, ladies and gentlemen, the dawn of a new day is arriving, if it not has already arrived. That's why I said let's head out west. We're witnessing a changing of the guard in the NBA. T-Wolves forward Anthony Edwards. Heard about that, brother? Really an off guard. He dropped 40 last night, 31 in the second half. En route to a sweep of Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. A sweep. I'll get to Durant, the Suns, and that big three in a minute, but I want to reflect on the greatness of Anthony Edwards. Teammate and fellow All-Star Karl Anthony Towns even said last night, quote, "The future's so bright for him, I got to put my sunglasses on." End quote. That's what he said. Anthony Edwards is my favorite player in the NBA. Anthony Edwards. When I think about Anthony Edwards, in this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, I think about MJ, Kobe, Anthony Edwards. It was supposed to be Vince Carter. It was supposed to be the greatest in-game dunker we've seen. But there's something to be said about wanting it. There's something to be said about wanting it. And this is what I'm trying to get at with y'all. I keep trying to break this down. I don't know how many times. You can have all the skills in the world. You can even put in the hard work. You can be focused, but you got to want it. You got to want it. You take it on everyone. Not only was Anthony Edwards scoring, Anthony Edwards was willing to guard whoever was the hot hand. If it was Kevin Durant, all right, I got him. If it was Bradley Beal, all right, I got him. If it was Devin Booker, all right, I got him. This is what Anthony Edwards was doing, the Ant-Man himself. Absolutely, positively spectacular. Wants all the smoke. Ain't running from shit. This brother is something special. It's something special. I'm telling you what I know. I've been covering the game a long time. This brother, Anthony Edwards, you don't teach what he has. Not that athleticism, not that fire in his belly. He wants it bad. And he's not, and this is the thing that I love about him, ladies and gentlemen. He's not just somebody that wants it. He wants to take it from those who have it. I promise you, if he could have his perfect world, he'd want LeBron next. Now, that ain't going to happen. You do know that, right? You do know that, right? They ain't beating Denver 4 straight. But please be clear. When you look at an Anthony Edwards, he wants it that bad. And to watch, and here's another clue as to when somebody's stardom has ascended to such a degree, you got guys like Karl Anthony Towns talking about putting my sunglasses on. You know why he says something like that? Look at the team. Look at who they have. I don't care if it's Mike Conley Jr. I don't care if it's Rudy Gobert. I don't care if it's Karl Anthony Towns. I don't care if it's Nas Reed. I don't care if it's Alexander Walker. I don't care who it is. They all, I say this respectfully, not literally, they all bow down to Anthony Edwards. It's his team. It's his team. He ain't playing. And what he did in game 1 against Kevin Durant when he dropped 18 points in the third quarter, what he did in game 2 when his defense stole the day, what he did in pulling out game 3, and then to go there and to notice and to know that they're trying to avoid a sweep, they're trying to avoid that ultimate embarrassment, and then to go out on that basketball court and after 9 points in the first half, takes over in the second half with 31 points to close the Phoenix Suns out. A Phoenix Suns team led by Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. What can you say? There's nothing else to say other than this is my favorite player in the league right now. This brother is box office. He is spectacular. He's somebody that you walk through the turnstiles to see, and the Minnesota Timberwolves know it. No wonder they have an ownership friction. You know why you know what that's about, right? It's got Mark Laurie and Alex Rodriguez and, with the owner Glenn Taylor. Let me tell you what it's about, in my humble opinion. Glenn Taylor agreed after they endured COVID and the franchise was valued at $1.5 billion. Right? I'm sorry. More like close to $2 billion. Glenn Taylor agreed, I'm going to sell it to Alex Rodriguez. 60% of it's Alex Rodriguez and Mark Laurie. I'm going to sell it for $1.5 billion. And then he said, oh, shit, we worth double that now. And on top of it all, I'm in my 80s and I've been on this team all of these decades. Why the hell am I going to hand it over to the new ownership so they could be the ones celebrating if these brothers run the table and they end up getting to the finals, or dare I say winning it all? Why the hell would I do that? What I really, really need to do is I need to make sure that I'm still around, that I'm still relevant, that I'm going to still be a part of this action. I want my name mentioned. I want to be the one to host the Larry O'Brien Trophy. I want to be the one to do all of that. That's what he said. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. And here's how my logic comes to this conclusion. Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lowry were obligated to pay 3 payments. Franchise value that was correct initially at $1.5 billion. To get 60%, they were going to have to pay $900 million. They already gave up 2 payments of $600 million. What the hell you think they're doing? Walking away with the $600 million? Saying go ahead and keep it, or it will be a silent partner? That ain't what they signed up for. They want that. Glenn Taylor tried to throw a monkey wrench because he sees what we're all seeing now, that Minnesota got a chance. Minnesota got a chance. I wish I could tell you that about the Phoenix Suns with Kevin Durant, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.